That's what you get for fucking with me. Ain't that right? Shot money from the DPC. G-Unit, you know I'm down with them boys. I clown with them boys. Don't fuck around with them boys, cause they down with it. That's me. The way you rip so lovely.
So is Hillary Clinton going to win her run for president in 2016? Basically, this is very interesting. She couldn't have more powerful and interesting alignments that come together exactly on November 8th, 2016. Two of the most important axes are coming together, the Meridian and the Aries axis, or also called the Cardinal axis. And in her career, whenever these axes have come together historically, they have always equaled pivotal events. Now, pivotal doesn't mean success or winning. Pivotal means pivotal. And I think it'll be very interesting. She has a great possibility of winning this election, but it's not going to be based on political strategy. It's going to be based on something much different. What her chart really illuminates and tells us with amazing clarity is, can she move beyond her restraint, her reticence, and her blocked energy in terms of her relationship with the public? So where's that Hillary problem? Let's go to that meridian, which is a snapshot of the soul, or the point of individuality. Here we find the planet Admetos, indicating a resistance and blocked energy. And with all of that Scorpio energy in her chart, and with the Admetos right on that meridian axis, this tells us of someone who has laser-like perception of deeper psychological undercurrents and energies, as well as excellent analytical skills. This is someone who needs to see her depths mirrored in her surroundings, and who understands that her wealth is her knowledge, and she craves to be known for that. And yet, when it comes to committing to the issues, she dithers. The Sun, Mercury, Saturn here is telling us when it comes to expressing her deepest opinion, she feels insecure and tested. And she's nervous about risking being wrong, which is why her appearances often seem canned and why she's so controlling of events and environments. Making appearances where there are less clear-cut rules, where taking a risk is involved, she flounders. Mercury-Saturn people, when Mercury and Saturn are in hard aspect, they're serious and conscientious-minded, but in the same breath, they feel that what they have to express is somehow not good enough. And so, overcompensating for this, with Hillary, we feel talked at rather than talked to. With the Mars-Pluto-Uranus midpoint around the meridian, this would tell us her assertiveness is great, but her motivation is actually immense vulnerability, and that there's a deep distrust of what might be termed the masculine energy within herself. So there's an overcompensation here too. She can either overassert or not bother at all. She can be self-righteous and craving for power, or she can respond to things in a nervous, mistrustful way. Hillary crafts and goes for what she wants in covert and subtle ways in order to avoid her own vulnerability and her own uncertainty, and as a result, she's hard to see. She's enigmatic. And this is what makes the public suspicious, that somehow she's hiding something. This is where her trustworthy or her honesty or integrity problem is perceived. But the point is that Hillary really is hiding something, but what she's hiding is from herself, which is her authenticity. And she really does need to release this mask. In a recent article in The Atlantic, Peter Beinart catches a glimpse of this authenticity in a recent appearance by Hillary. And he writes, "Because she said what she really believes, she sounded authentic not only in substance but in style. She displays her natural voice, wonky and blunt. She thrives when talking about the details of policy, and when she gives direct, unhedged answers, she comes across as tough without having to say she is." He goes on to write, Clinton can't run credibly as a populist. What she can do is explain that the decisions a president makes are hard and complex, but she has the smarts and toughness to make them really well. So with those powerful structures coming together around election time, she can definitely win the election, but it's not about political strategy, and it's not about credentials or experience. What it's about is whether or not she can break through her own defenses that keep people from finding out who she really is and letting them see her real strength, which is her penetrating insight, her intellect, her powerful perseverance, her industriousness. These are her biggest assets that will win her the election. So it's going to be really interesting to watch what happens over the next year and a half, not from political strategy, but whether she can make this transformation, because that's what's going to make the difference.
DPC, G-Unit, you know I'm down with them boys. I clown with them boys, don't fuck around with them boys, cause they down with it.